I wanted to ask you, last week, State Senator Jett came forward to the public and the media with claims that on the last night of session, some senators were drinking and were drunk. So I wanted to get your response to that. He's filed a bill to prohibit senators from drinking, lawmakers. So I wanted to get your response there, and then do you feel that the Senate Republican caucus is united ahead of session?
Sure. Well, let's take this by a couple pieces. One, let's go back to the last night of session. So I was on the floor. I did not see what he was talking about. He came to me and said that right in the waning hours of session, like as we were about to adjourn. For most of us, we had gotten to work that morning at 6 a.m. It was now 12 a.m. the next day. So we were into an 18-hour day. And then I think I remember doing a press conference at 1:30 in the morning on the fourth floor rotunda. I gave his information to our floor leader team. I said, make sure there's no alcohol on the floor, and is anybody intoxicated? They came back and said they didn't see anything. The bigger deal is you all were there. The press was all over that place. That press conference at 1:30 in the morning had tons of press there. If the media had seen drunk senators on the floor, it would have came to everybody's attention then. So why is it all of a sudden it's coming to everybody's attention right now? One thing is Senator Jett that night, last day of session, disparaged a member's wife while he had the microphone in his hand on the floor. Now, sometimes the public will do that, but even the public in general does not attack senators' spouses. To hear it from a state senator themselves to attack another member's spouse is unheard of. I've never seen that happen. Talking to people who've been in this building a lot longer than I have, they've never seen it happen. So what I think he's doing now is deflecting from the embarrassment he caused himself and what he did to the Senate that night. So you ask, is the Senate united? Absolutely, it's united. Senator Jett has gone on TV, has said multiple things, referred to his entire caucus as trans Republicans, whatever that is. Last night I was sent a video where he's at a town hall of some kind, referring to the entire Senate body as cowards. That unites the Senate body. We do not like that kind of behavior coming out of a senator. He's complaining now that I fired him from his job as vice chair of administrative rules, and he's complaining that I fired him from having the gavel as a presiding officer. I absolutely did fire him from those jobs, but not because of that bill. I did because he doesn't do his work. The administrative rules chairman, Senator Michael Bergstrom, who's a member of the Freedom Caucus with him, asked me to fire him because he wasn't doing his job. He wouldn't show up to meetings. The administrative rules is a tough committee. It's not glamorous. There's not cameras in the room. They're sitting through and sifting through tons and tons of rules that's coming out of these agencies. It's very important that we do that. We need a committee that is willing to work. Senator Jett wouldn't show up at the meetings and would not do the work because sitting in a room going through paperwork is not what he wants to do. He wants to stand in front of a TV camera and promote himself. The vast majority of legislators in this building, House members, Senate members, are here working for the Oklahomans, working to make Oklahoma a better place. Senator Jett is working, but he's working to promote himself. So we're going to work hard at all this. We're going to make sure this session is productive, despite what Senator Jett wants to say. It's just not accurate. If there had been drunkenness on the floor that night, I am absolutely certain reporters would have picked up on that. I didn't see it. Reporters didn't see it. And now here we are coming into a new session. He's trying to make a scene out of it. The particular bill that he filed, we already have in the Constitution that drunkenness can result in removal from office. We have it in our Senate rules. You can't drink in the building or on the floor. But he's wanting to file legislation. But once again, with legislation Jett files, just remember there's 997 new Senate bills that's been filed this year, 48 senators. 123 of those bills come from him. So he has filed a ton of bills just trying to throw things up against the wall to see what sticks. This one is stuck a little bit because he's got people's attention. Well, now the attention is going to be turned back on him because he's fabricating what he's saying. That particular bill is so poorly written. I know he doesn't like me. I know he doesn't want me to have more power, but that bill gives the Speaker of the House and the pro tem of the Senate enormous amounts of power to remove people from the Senate chamber. So we're going to have a great session this year, despite Jett, despite what he does, and we're going to have a wonderful time taking care of the people's business, working on property taxes, working on things the governor wants to work on, working on things members want to work on, and making Oklahoma a better place to live.